McDowell County is a very large county. We're spread out. It's very mountainous. The hollows, the roads are very tough to go. Anywhere you get to anywhere, about 20 minutes. We used to have like 5 high schools. We're down to 2. So it's real tough to bring all those kids to 2 locations.
I would describe it as no different than any other school in the United States. These kids want to learn and they're eager and willing to learn. It's just they have a lot more challenges maybe than other students in other parts of the country.
The mines have gone down. There's very few mines that are working now.
There's definitely a high amount of broken families due to absentee parents.
And you're trying to say education is important. If they don't get that support at home, you have mixed messages.
At one time, McDowell County had 100 and some thousand people here. We're down to 24,000 now in this county. Through the mining loss of jobs and nothing else there, people just had to leave.
When I first started teaching, you were bumping into people on payday weekend. It was hustling and bustling town. Now the opposite has happened. On downtown McDowell Street, it looks sort of like a ghost town.
We're actually visiting one of the schools. A little boy was sitting at a table. He wanted to give me a hug, so he jumped up out of his chair, came over and gave me a big hug, big grin, sat back down, and a little girl sitting next to him said, "Well, is that your daddy?" And he said, "No, my daddy's in jail." And people have to understand that little boy's coming to school with that every day.
Many students live with a single parent. Even many more live with a grandparent. So they come from the households where they don't have much of a stability. So school has to provide that stability.
A lot of times people try to put down where we're from, but there's really a lot of talented people down here. You just gotta come look and find them. And I just don't think a lot of kids have the opportunity to show what they can do.
Affecting student achievement really starts and ends with the teacher in front of the classroom. It's critical. We have really struggled to recruit and to retain highly effective teachers.
We've had a large number of subs for many years, you know, long-term subs, people rotating in and out of positions, going to one school, going to another school, and it hurts the kids.
The pay is pretty respectable. They're all on board until they ask where they can find a house or where they're going to live.
I mean, if you Google it, apartments to rent in McDowell County, that doesn't exist. There are no search results.
We're going to be finishing up on our walls projects.
Mr. Gotcha, he's a really nice guy. He come down here 3-4 years ago from Pennsylvania, and we couldn't understand a word he said because he had that accent, and but he's talking about how he went home, and they can understand him now because he talks like this.
Because the way people look down on us, that's the way we feel about ourselves now. Like, I want to change that, but it takes more than one person. You can't do it by yourself.
The teachers, the community, we've all got to work together to change this perception and make people want to come here.
Today is the launch of a new day and a new beginning for McDowell County. We're not only going to join forces to enhance the well-being of McDowell County children, but by virtue of this effort, empower them with the ability to build a bright future for themselves.
I am so proud and so humbled by the magnitude of support and response that we have seen. And what we believe is that we develop and implement a model which will not only serve McDowell County, but can be replicated across West Virginia and replicated across rural America.
The measure of America is not doing what comes easily. It's what we do when times are tough. It's what we do for those who need the most. Neither geography nor demography should determine destiny.
I love the area. I love the fact that it's almost like it's just one big family. That's what I wanted to say about McDowell within the next 4 years. That the kids in McDowell are the best kids in West Virginia. And we have students that try the hardest out of anybody that they've ever seen.
We do have people in this county that are determined to make McDowell County shine. What we need now is to get the next generation with that passion to stay here and make it work.
I want to go to college, probably try to get either, I've been looking at biology, chemistry, or biochemistry. And I want to go to medical school and become a doctor of radiology.
There's a need for doctors, especially for the rural area. I worry about him having to go away, but I want him close enough that he can drive home for Christmas.
I would really like to come back. I really would. And I really think if we can just get people back here and help build it up, it'd be a really good place. I really would like to be back here, because that's where my family and everybody's from.